What's up, guys? It's Elevation here, and today I'm bringing a gameplay commentary for you guys. And this is the my thoughts on Black Ops 2 Part 2, continuation of the first part. Where today in this commentary we're going to talk about the multiplayer component for Black Ops 2. And although they haven't released really any information for it, it's not like they've gave a list of the confirmed weapons or the confirmed perks and all that sort of stuff, but they did share some information about how they're designing the game and with what interests, and I still feel that that's fairly significant to the game and why I feel it really has the potential, at least, to be the best Call of Duty in the series. Just the potential, granted that they do everything right. So with this, we're going to put it on some Black Ops gameplay because it's only appropriate if we're going to talk about the awesomeness of Treyarch that we're going to use some Treyarch gameplay. So Black Ops gameplay, firing range domination. It wasn't the a crazy score like I got on the Nuketown. This score was 68-5, so I mean it's still really good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like the 100 kill game that I had before. This game using the Enfield extended mag, so hope you guys will enjoy that. Now, to talk a bit about the multiplayer, and this is all based on the interview that Mark Lamia did for the campaign and the multiplayer components that was posted to Machinima, and I'll link both of those videos again in the description for this video in case you guys haven't seen them and you want to check them out. But just so you know where I'm getting this information from, and he's the head of the Treyarch studio, I believe. So, hey, to talk about the multiplayer, because what they've said and why I feel it's so significant, and maybe other people may not find it as much as I do, but I still feel that it's a big reason why I feel this game can be really good. They're looking at all aspects and all communities of the game and trying to design the game around all of the needs or wants of those communities. Now, what I mean by that is typically in Call of Duty, and I think most people will agree that because Call of Duty every year, it's always the top selling game, it always breaks the record for the most selling game, and it outsells itself every year. I think developers in the past, and most likely Infinity Ward, I'm not going to say so much Treyarch because I think that they're really trying to deliver the experience that we all want. But Infinity Ward seems to just put out this game every year. It looks the same, and it kind of gives people the feeling that they don't really care because they're making money, right? And they just they'll listen to some of the concerns from the casual gamers or just the pub gamers, but really no one else. If you're into the competitive side like I am, or maybe some other forums where you do private match and some other things, a lot of people are disappointed because they haven't really included many features for that. Now with Black Ops 2, what Treyarch has said is they're really designing aspects of the game in particular to the esports scene. And I'm not just happy because he said, okay, well, they're doing it for the competitive scene and that's where I come from, but I feel that it's important to listen to all communities in the game, right? Because although the majority of the people come from one specific side, there's still other people that play the game in different ways, and I feel that it's really good to listen to everyone's opinions because not only can they try to implement those things to make everyone happy, but maybe some other people will have better ideas to help improve the game as a whole. And that's why I feel this game can be really big and really fun because they're although that we all know that they're going to include like the LAN capabilities and such for us to play on a live circuit. I believe, and at least it came off with the way that he said it, that aspects of the game could be designed with opinions from the esports scene. And what I mean by that are components like map balancing and weapon balancing, being able to get our opinions on it, maybe to better understand what they need to accomplish when they make this game or while they continue to make this game. And by weapon balancing, I'm sure everyone knows, what that means because every year there's always a gun or two that sticks out to people as overpowered, and everyone seems to be on top of that. But for map balancing, I feel that's something that most people don't really grasp, or they may not take into account. They may not think about it very much, or they just may not even know. Period. Typically in Call of Duty, and most people may not realize this, but most objective game types, when you play on maps, the maps are actually one-sided. And what I mean by one-sided is that one side, typically in objective game types, you have one spawn for one team and the other team spawns on the other side of the map. One of those spawn sites has a better advantage than the other, and that's what I mean by one-sided. Typically, they have quicker access to things like power positions, all that sort of stuff, or maybe quicker routes to get the flag, or even their spawn points are closer or better for the objective. And what I mean by improving the map balancing is maybe perhaps making more maps with more symmetry to them, make them to where it's equal for both sides, or eliminating the huge advantage for one side of the map, eliminating the defensive power positions. Like if you remember Invasion in Modern Warfare 2, the one spawn with like the huge building, and you go up top like the sandbags with the flag post, and you can look all outside a courtyard. Those are like defensive power positions that can really give one side of the map a huge advantage. So being able to eliminate things like that on maps, I feel would be really great. And obviously everyone, I'm sure most people would probably agree with that, whether you really take it into account or not. And like I said, you know, weapon balancing is huge. Everyone always pushes for weapon balancing because obviously people don't want kids running around with the most overpowered gun dominating just because they use that gun. And, you know, just trying to implement other things into the game that could possibly improve it beyond what they, you know, what they can do, or what Treyarch can come up with at least. So, and this isn't like a worry to anyone. I'm not saying that like claymores and all that shit's gonna be taken out. I mean, I'm sure claymores and C4 and some of that stuff will be in the game with probably some new creative thing that they throw in there, like they had like the bouncing Betty in Modern Warfare 3 or their variation of it. I'm sure they're gonna come up with some new stuff because it is future, but I really hope that with taking every community into account that they can really deliver a much more balanced game. I feel that Black Ops was fairly a good game. I feel that the maps were a bit more balanced than in previous years, but there was a huge difference and a huge problem with the weapon balancing because the FAMAS was the worst because obviously everyone knows that the FAMAS overpowered everything, and the AUG was also a very good gun to use and could possibly, in my opinion, be up there on that tier as the FAMAS. Like those two were probably equal. In like obviously the recoil for the FAMAS was a bit better. It didn't kick as much, but the AUG was just as powerful, just as good. So hopefully, taking the esports scene into account and everyone into account, the game could be really fun. So I hope for everyone, and I hope everyone has at least a similar opinion that I do. But if not, you know, leave it in the comment section. You know, let me know what you think is cool, what you dislike about it, anything like that. So that's gonna wrap up this video. So I posted today. I'll probably have another video out Friday or Saturday. We're gonna kind of post like every other day. But since this week is double XP, I believe, on Modern Warfare 3, apparently it's supposed to be like a week long on all playlists. So I'll probably be playing a lot of that. So expect you know, a couple videos just without in the next couple days. So hope you guys enjoy. If you enjoy, like. If you enjoy my content, subscribe to my channel, please. And check back soon. So I'm Elevation. I'm out. Peace.